how we change that, I don't know.
It's called pain. It's called economy, and it's called suffering. You're either going to change.
Yeah, that attitude's got to go. That attitude's got to go.
And someone else will open, or.
And, you know, I mean, I can blame myself on part of it. I think there's probably not, you know, there's not a single person in this room that probably can't blame themselves a little bit for that, you know. But here it is. I mean, we, you know, backs against the wall, and something's got to give. Okay, we're asking the city to work harder. We're asking them to do more for us, you know. So it's time for we need to do some more things for ourselves, and we all as a group need to come together, you know, and get this thing done. Take some pride in Newberry, and you know, I don't want to, you know, we're talking about all this tourism and things like that. I don't want to see us, you know, not also market our locals as well, okay? But I think if the locals start to see that we're taking pride in ourselves, taking pride back in our businesses, okay? The things we did 10 years ago, the things we did 5 years ago, they're not going to work for the city, they're not going to work in our own business, okay? We need to market ourselves a little differently too. We need to smile a little bigger when we do have customers that come to the store, okay? We need to give them, maybe straighten up our counters, maybe put a coat of paint on something, I don't care. But take a little bit more pride in our own businesses, and let the city take a little bit of pride in helping us as well. Okay, and you know, and we need to come together. I mean, it's time for nitpicking and stuff to stop. Number one, I don't know. I mean, does anybody in this room right now feel like they're in competition with someone else in this room? Because if you do, if you feel like you're in competition with someone else, you're in the wrong room. Okay, I mean, I got Will down the street, but you know what? I mean, it's fine. There's enough of a piece of pie to go around.
There's not limited dollars out there.
It's not.
Trust me on that.
There used to be 6 jewelry stores in Newberry, and we all did great. There could be a time that could be that way again. But we got to quit nitpicking. We got to quit, you know, well, you know, you close down Main Street here, you close it here, but there's got to be a voice, okay? If you don't go to the city, if you don't go to Jeff, and now we got Matt, I'm going to tell you, you know, I thank you guys. I've been talking with you guys, you know that, by doing other events and stuff like that. And the time that you guys spend with me, I appreciate it. You know, but I can't ask you to work any harder, and you guys not expect me to work any harder too. You know, it's going to take all of us.
I brought somebody that is actually very, very faithful customer, and she's just got some insight. She's got nothing to do with the pie. She's just somebody that walks down Main Street and let's listen to her.
Well, you know, I don't come to Newberry that much because I'm from Irmo. But I do know living in Irmo and Newberry are 2 different things. And I know what y'all are trying to do, and I understand that. But my point is, when someone comes to Newberry and you walk down Main Street, and that's what y'all are trying to preserve and understand that, and it is a gorgeous town. But when you come down Main Street and you see closed, 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 for whatever reason, people are going to try to think about why it's being closed. Why is it being closed? And they're going to ask that reason. I love Newberry. In fact, I would rather come to Newberry than shop in Irmo. And I can go to Columbia or whatever, but I mean, you've seen me in Irmo, and I mean, you've seen me in Newberry, and I know some of you other people may see me in Newberry because I do shop here. But, right. But when a place closes and people keep closing, I know there's other shops that are going to close too, it becomes an epidemic of sorts. And you wonder why. And then what happens is people don't come here anymore. And where's Muncie? Okay, you know, and you are one of the people who have always been here. You support them, and we try to support you. And it's all about support. And I just feel like a lot of that's going away. And I don't understand why. I mean, if y'all are all on the same page, what is going on? And I don't really know the answer, and I'm just putting out questions here. I don't know. But I do know that what was going on in Newberry was working, and all of a sudden it's going to hell in a handbag. And I know I work for a dermatologist in Irmo, and we have patients from Newberry, which of course I cannot give names. And I'll be honest with you, one of their concerns when they say, oh, I see you at the pie, or whatever, and you know, you sing at the pie, you do this, blah, blah, blah. And they want to know too, what's going on in Newberry? Well, what is going on in Newberry? Because it was working, and now it's not. So what y'all need to do is work together and come up with some kind of plan that works, because it's not. And I can tell you there are other people who are closing. Some of y'all are closing December 24th. What is it that y'all want to do? And to make that happen, you've got to come up with a plan that works. And evidently, something's not working. Because this is a great town. It really is. And now, I grew up in Clinton. They do not have it going on. But I've always said, Newberry has it going on. Y'all have a great place here. And for some reason, there's this big, what's going on here? What is the big thing here? Why can't, I don't get it. But if you want it to work, then somebody's got to give on one side and give on the other. Because it's a great place, and I hate to see it go and become a ghost town like Clinton is, or like Lawrence is, or like Irmo is, because nobody goes to Irmo. You know, everybody comes, a lot of people come to Newberry. It's a great town. So, you know, and I hate to say this, and Kathy said, well, come on. But honestly, I mean, y'all got to try to figure out how to keep these businesses here. And if it's giving a little bit more than taking, then I think you ought to give. That's just my opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Honestly. I mean, really. I mean, yeah, we came, I mean, I would drive up to be at her place all the time. I sang at your place many times. And to hear that it's closing is just, it's heartbreaking to hear all these places that are closing because you've got so much character. And I know the Opera House is a big pull-in, but when you got buses of people coming and they come in from the Opera House to hear all these big names and they say close, 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 what does that tell them? That's all I got to say. Y'all better think about it. Thank you, Sam. Y'all gonna be another Clinton.
I think when I hear her say close, 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 I'm not hearing businesses close because businesses come and go. Life is tough. You gotta. Business is tough. What I hear her say is, when you walk down Main Street on Saturday or Sunday, or you walk up to a store. When I first got here, and I pull on the door and it's locked. I look at the sign. It says it's Tuesday. It's 3 o'clock. I look at my watch and it's closed. I don't look at what she said from closed as in out of business, because there ain't nothing the city can do about just bringing in businesses and plop them. And if you own a business and you're struggling, that's tough. The part is, if you've got hours posted, which we all should have, you should stick to those hours. And I think that we've got to start to look at the hours we're open for people to be available. I have a rule: you can't sell what you don't have. You sure as hell can't sell when you're closed.
Right.
All right? And I think those are the pieces you got to start to think about. And when I said the whole 11 to 7, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, that still was less than 40 hours closed Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, those of you who've been, from what I've heard, again, I was not here 10, 15, 20 years ago, but people will say on Wednesdays, you guys did half days here and the whole town closed on Wednesdays. That's again what I've been told.
There's still people that think that.
Well, all I'm saying is when you look at the crowd that's coming through, and I agree, don't give up on locals, but we've got to figure out who is coming down right now. Sadly, there are some locals that are your butter. The regulars pay the bills. The other people are the profit. And I think that we've got to look at the tourists, but we also, if we get the tourists coming down and we commit the hours, I think locals will probably come back.
I'll tell you the positive I got in that. So we're much better off in terms of
I took my in-laws to Lawrence, I walked around that square and I went, close, 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 close. So there was nothing in the square at Lawrence.
I'm glad you said that because I think she was talking about the hours of the store. And I know we mentioned this the other day. There's 83% occupancy rate downtown right now, and that's not counting temporary stores. I want you to go and look at the strip shops we have on Wilson Road. The occupancy rate on those strip shops on Wilson Road is no better. It's no better. We're now on this. We're on the topic right now. That's going to get us going in the right direction. I think we finally turned the corner and we're headed down the right street now.
Denham's Express is going to be opening right next door with a scrub shop. Scrubs like, not like bad people,
like
but
nurses.
like nursing scrubs. Yeah. So there is some additional people coming into town.